The 2026 fascination with classic automobiles inevitably guides enthusiasts back to one of the most extraordinary pioneers of compact performance engineering, the legendary Honda S600. This remarkable machine is not merely a vintage sports car. It represents the audacious ambition of a young Japanese manufacturer determined to challenge the established giants of the global automotive industry. At a time when the world largely associated Japanese engineering with motorcycles and small utility vehicles, Honda boldly stepped into the sports car arena with a design that was innovative, technically daring, and astonishingly sophisticated for its era. When the Honda S600 first emerged during the mid-1960s, it immediately signaled that the company possessed an engineering philosophy unlike anything the automotive world had witnessed before. Compact in size, yet brimming with character, the S600 was developed as a successor to the earlier S500, but it refined nearly every element of the concept. It was lightweight, agile, and meticulously engineered, embodying the philosophy that driving pleasure is not solely dependent on massive horsepower, but rather on precision, balance, and responsiveness. The heart of the Honda S600 was its astonishingly advanced power plant. Beneath its elegantly sculpted hood resided a 606cc inline-4 engine that could rev to extraordinary heights rarely seen in automobiles of that period. Borrowing technological inspiration from Honda's highly successful racing motorcycles, the engine featured dual overhead camshafts and an incredibly free-revving nature. In an era when many engines struggled to reach 5,000 RPM, the S600 willingly soared beyond 9,000 RPM, producing an intoxicating mechanical symphony that thrilled drivers and spectators alike. Despite its diminutive displacement, the engine delivered impressive performance for such a lightweight sports car, producing around 57 horsepower. It may not sound extraordinary by modern standards, yet the brilliance of the 600 lay in its power-to-weight ratio and its enthusiastic personality. The car weighed barely over 700 kilograms, allowing it to accelerate with surprising vigor while maintaining exceptional agility through corners. One of the most fascinating engineering features of the Honda S600 was its unusual drivetrain layout. Early versions employed a chain drive system to transfer power to the rear wheels, a design inspired directly by motorcycle engineering. Each rear wheel was driven by its own enclosed chain, making the car feel mechanically unique compared to conventional driveshaft-equipped vehicles. Later models transitioned to a more traditional driveshaft system, but the chain drive variant remains one of the most intriguing pieces of automotive engineering ever implemented in a production sports car. From a design perspective, the Honda S600 possessed a charming yet purposeful aesthetic. The front fascia displayed a compact grille flanked by round headlamps, giving the car a friendly yet determined expression. The sculpted hood and low stance emphasized its sporting intentions, while delicate chrome accents provided an elegant contrast to the car's simple yet timeless bodywork. The S600 was offered in both roadster and coupe forms, each providing its own interpretation of lightweight motoring. Exhilaration. The roadster version delivered pure open-air driving pleasure, allowing drivers to fully experience the engine's exhilarating soundtrack and the wind rushing past the cabin. The coupe variant, on the other hand, offered a slightly more refined and aerodynamic silhouette while preserving the same spirited driving dynamics. Inside the cabin, the Honda S600 reflected a minimalist philosophy centered entirely around the driving experience. The dashboard was clean and functional, featuring analog gauges that provided clear information about engine speed, vehicle speed, and mechanical conditions. The tachometer was particularly prominent, emphasizing the engine's high-revving character and encouraging drivers to explore the upper reaches of the power band. The steering wheel was thin yet beautifully crafted, offering direct communication between the driver and the road. The seating position was low and intimate, creating the sensation of being perfectly integrated with the machine. Although the interior lacked the luxurious amenities of larger grand touring vehicles, its simplicity enhanced the purity of the driving experience. On the road, the Honda S600 delivered a driving character that was both playful and precise. The lightweight chassis allowed the car to change direction with remarkable eagerness, making it an absolute delight on winding roads. Its independent suspension system provided impressive stability and control, ensuring that the vehicle remained composed even when pushed enthusiastically through corners. The gearbox further enhanced the car's engaging personality. A close-ratio 4-speed manual transmission allowed drivers to keep the engine within its optimal power band, encouraging frequent gear changes and active participation behind the wheel. Shifts were crisp and mechanical, reinforcing the sensation that the driver was operating a finely tuned piece of engineering. Braking performance was also impressive for its time, with responsive pedal feel and dependable stopping power that complemented the car's lightweight construction. The overall driving experience was not about brute force, but rather about harmony between engine, chassis, and driver. The cultural significance of the Honda S600 cannot be overstated. It marked one of the earliest moments when Japanese automotive engineering demonstrated that it could compete with established European sports car manufacturers. Vehicles from brands such as MG Triumph and Alfa Romeo had long dominated the lightweight sports car segment. Yet Honda's innovative newcomer proved that precision, engineering, and bold creativity could disrupt traditional expectations.